Alright, here are some recordings, and here is a very tragic recording. Tragic but necessary to do. It talks about Jahiem Bogle. That's the 10-year-old boy that was recently we shot and unfortunately killed last week. Alright, and this is like a 10-year-old boy who got caught in some gunfire. Apparently there was some recent activities in Arnett Gardens, and this poor little baby got caught in the crossfire as an end result. I mean, if you want to hear full details, check the news, and even watch Politics Watch on YouTube. He breaks it down that there was some gang activity that was happening prior to this, and this little poor baby got became a casualty as an end result. 'Cause usually when this kind of stuff happens, where tempers are flaring and you have itch trigger fingers, you don't really care who gets hurt, and even if it's innocent men, women, and children whatsoever, as long as you just basically catch some bodies, that's the important thing. I mean, I could waste time I wish would happen to this boy's killers, but you already do. I don't really need to go into that though, cause was I say that, like I said, that like I said, like the depths of hell are too good for these dirt bags. As leave it at that. But I'm gonna take this core in a different direction. Yeah, I'm furious at the killers. I mean, I didn't know this poor baby. This poor little boy will never ever get a chance to live his full life. This boy will never get a chance to be an adult. He won't even get a chance to like finish his education, probably get married, have kids, probably give his parents some grandkids. He never get a chance to continue the legacy of his family, as well as create his own legacy down the road. This little boy is forever stuck in the age of 10 because of actions of some devilish dirtbags. And again, I'm not going to waste breath wishing what happened to him, but like I said, I have no remorse. If those bad monsters get what's come to them, that is the universe working its karma. But as I said, my issue again is how much little attention it's getting. Yeah, it's been making the headlines for a few days, like most other killings, because like I said, like if we it's so normalized to have innocent civilians, or presumably innocent civilians, being killed in Jamaica. That's basically as normalized as scratching your nose or putting on a pair of pants whatsoever. We've come to sensitize to that, and so on, which is understandable. But is this excuse the little attention this little boy is getting? No. And like I said, that all the other civilians who have been killed whatsoever is usually pick and choose, and that is what my real issue is. Though, is like how little attention Raheem Sterling's death is getting, because unlike Kenise Jackson, which I covered a good many weeks ago, there was a selective outrage with her death because everyone was acting like, oh, this is so bad, this is horrible, how has this come to? And then when all the other killings after that was Natalie Dawkins and all the other people that be here till 10 in the morning naming, not as much attention. And I already told the reason why Kenise Jackson, as opposed to the little boy, got that attention. Because, yeah, one's a pretty attractive girl, light-skinned girl, well, by society standards, who was murdered, and this was a considered photo op, because everybody in the media and all these people are coming on out saying, expressing these fake concerns about Kenise Jackson's death. When I seen this Raheem Sterling or many others before or after him, this is what I'm more angry about. Is like, where are the politicians out there to condemn this little boy's death? Where's the church? Yeah, I'm gonna get on your asses too. Remember, you're all very, very vocal about abortion, homosexuality, and gambling. Nobody, I hear no peep from anywhere in the church body. Where are the celebrities? You have to get on many celebrities too. Where's anyone hashtagging or tweeting this little boy's death? All right, where are the human rights groups as well? Where are all these people who should all be condemning what happened to this poor little baby? All right, yeah, she's not a photo op as well, and yeah, and there's also a little rational saying, okay, another dead Jamaican, even this little boy. Yeah, we don't really have that same smoke and fire we have. I mean, we do this sympathy lottery where We pick one name out of all the victims in that proverbial lottery ball. We get this fake outrage about it, and then when it dies down, yeah, we just go back to business as usual. This little boy didn't really make that lottery ball because, hey, he's not important. And this is what I'm more angry about, because the thing about this is like, also, where's the community around him? Why aren't the people marching and protesting? This little boy got killed. Oh yeah, there's many other people who've been murdered. Yeah, even his children. I mean, many of the same people in his communities. Sorry to get to so many people. When a kid or a criminal or a don gets killed down, especially by security forces, oh, there are people marching. Everybody's having nine nights. Everybody's putting a name and the drawing on the wall of this criminal or these dons. All right, and they're lionizing and humanizing these criminals. But I don't see anyone's going to do the same for this boy. No one's going to be saying, "Oh, Raheem Sterling, oh, he's gone too soon. This little boy was robbed of a chance to live his life." Not seeing that same energy, and I don't expect to though. Which is one of again, this is the thing I'm really angry about, because if we had that same energy for these victims, like these children especially who are killed or harmed by these devils that we allow to roam free in society, we could actually get the ball rolling on having a better Jamaica. We could have a ball rolling where we where that select that energy we have for people who sympathize with. If that went to the right people, we'd have a better Jamaica in the long run. Cause when of these true innocent people are murdered and are harmed, and there's actually divine attention and divine reaction and divine consequences, we would have less Raheem Sterlings. But as I said, like, I'm doing this, and others who are making them talking about the support of the kid. We're trying to, even though we're not in the majority, unfortunately, we're trying to say that this little boy mattered just as much as some of these others you have selective outrage against, like all the criminals and so on that you choose to lionize when they get killed by security forces. Some of the people who are photo ops like Kenise Jackson, we have or Jasmine Dean, we have a concern about. This little boy is just as important, and like so on. And yeah, I know people say, okay, there's so many victims, it's hard to have equal energy. Yeah, I get that, but at the same time, it's not that you don't have energy, all it's just that you don't give a shit. Let's just be honest. Most Jamaicans don't give a shit about this little kid. All right, you didn't give a shit about Kenise Jackson. You didn't give a shit about Natalie Dawkins. You didn't give a crap about all the other people that could be here till 2 p.m. in the afternoon next day naming. But that is be expected. But this is what needs to change. All right. And this is why I had to do this recording, because again, this little boy was robbed of a chance to have lived this full life. Who knows what this boy could have been if that bulletin struck him down? Who knows what he could have become if he had lived well, if he didn't had been if he had been set on the right path and went on to do great things. We'll never know. Just like all these other murder victims whose lives were cut too short. Who much knows how much he could have accomplished if it weren't for these demonic jackals. But then again, irony would be is that if this Rainstone's killers were to be taken up by police, a lot more people have more sympathy for them, unfortunately. And that's what's wrong with Jamaican society. And yeah, I said it. So this is for State of Jamaican Caribbean. Check out my YouTube pages, Miles Gustin Farron, Miles Productions, with Thoughts and Miles. All right.